Good morning, TPS. How are you guys doing this morning? Maureen here. Welcome to our morning show. Let's tap into the news desk before we come back and get into our features. Guys, what's going on over there?
Good morning. Police are again appealing for the public's help to find the perpetrator of the island's latest homicide, which occurred on Monday morning. Dead is 25-year-old Dane Felix of Bweelzfit in Castries.
On Monday, October 9th, 2023, about 6:50 a.m., officers attached to the Criminal Investigations Department and Marigo Police Station received and responded to a report of a shooting at Basse Joseph Castries. Upon reaching the location, the investigators found an unresponsive man lying near the main road with injuries to his torso. The initial investigation revealed that the victim was shot by a lone gunman, and a number of spent shells were recovered in close proximity to the area where he was found. Emergency medical technicians from the St. Lucia Fire Service also responded. The technicians provided medical aid and transported the victim to the Owen King European Union Hospital for further medical care. Shortly thereafter, the investigators received information that the victim succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced dead by a medical practitioner.
The Royal St. Lucia Police Force is pleading with anyone who may have information about this case to come forward. Anonymous tips can be provided at the number 555. In other news, local grassroots organization Helen's Daughters is going all out to shine the spotlight on the critical role of women in agricultural production and food security. On Monday, the group launched a series of activities in celebration of International Rural Women's Day, an often overlooked observance in St. Lucia.
We see this day, therefore, as our solemn duty to join in with the international community to highlight and amplify the sterling contributions rural women play in the sustainable development of our country. As breadwinners, home economists, mothers, providers, caregivers, farmers, all in one. It is a moment for us to reflect on their sacrifices, hard work, grit, and tenacity as the bedrock and backbone of our region, all while facing significant vulnerabilities. But we have to ask ourselves, most major sectors have some form of recognition. So why not for those who put the food on our tables?
The group also signed a memorandum of understanding with Y Farm, a Trinidad-based NGO whose aim is the promotion of sustainable agriculture among youth. The president of the St. Lucia Teachers Union continues to call for more respect to be shown to local teachers as he points fingers directly at Ministry of Education officials for what he says is their blatant contempt for teachers.
The SLTU as well is saying that you are the professionals. You are the important ones in the classroom, and you must be respected as well. Over the last few weeks, reopening of school, we had to intervene in a number of issues at schools. And when I hear comments being made by high-ranking officials of the ministry, I pass in dust to go to school, so why you can stay there a little while in the dust? Well, you know the position of the SLTU when we had such disrespectful statements. When I spoke of abuse in the workplace, that is real at all levels. There are persons who feel they can bully other people.
Speaking at a weekend rally at Mon Coubaril in Soufrière, he repeated his allegation of teacher abuse and bullying, calling for an end to the practice. The challenge has gone out for education administrators, meanwhile, to act urgently to make the island's education curriculum more relevant to societal needs. The appeal comes from the feature speaker at last weekend's teachers' rally in Soufrière, Dr. Clarence Henry. Speaking on the theme for this year's observance of World Teachers' Day, he highlighted the importance of ministries of education and teachers updating and aligning the curriculum to reflect evolving societal requirements and individual learning needs. He emphasized the need for soft skills and emotional intelligence.
We educate people so that they can live wholesome lives. But also, we educate people because ultimately we need to advance the national development of our country. And if the people whom we are educating do not have the skill sets required, to advance the development of our country, then we're just spending taxpayers' monies for spending taxpayers' monies with very little outcome. So it's important to note this. So the job market today requires persons with soft skills, with higher levels of emotional intelligence.
Apart from the need for softer skills and emotional intelligence, he says the island faces a number of national challenges which must be addressed by the education system. These include a lack of technical and vocational skills and the need for the integration of machine and artificial intelligence into the education system. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Well, thank you very much, News Desk. Let's take a break and come right back in a minute. It was last week that, a lot of fanfare and excitement went down on the island with the teacher appreciation celebration and the present, the national present where persons were encouraged to wear their uniforms and represent, just to show the appreciation for teachers who have molded them. And you know what? We thought, why not get the perspective from a teacher to know or to get a feel as to how it is that they received that whole observance. We caught up with one of the teachers of the Carmen Rennie Memorial School. Well, last week was the appreciation and a whole host of things went down. It was time for corporate St. Lucia to jump on board, and the excitement was certainly on. But you know what? I stopped for a moment over the weekend and I thought, you know what, we got from them, we know how they felt by putting on that uniform and doing that, but how does the teachers felt? So I thought, right across from me there's a school. So Jevon, check me, let's go on over and see what the teachers. So we caught up with Miss Fede, who is from the Carmen Rennie Memorial School, and we just wanted to get, how are you doing? Good morning, and thank you for talking with us. We just wanted to get a feel, because we get all the other angles of this thing. The excitement was certainly on, and but we wanted to know from a teacher's standpoint. Right. We say a lot of things, we express a lot of things, but nobody really understood it from this teacher's standpoint. So we wanted to get a feel as to what that meant for you as a teacher. How long have you been in the profession?
I've been in the profession for 11 years.
Wow! Have you always been at this school?
Yes, I have.
You've been here for 11 years? Yeah,
Yes.
I know, I remember you, but I didn't realize it was all that time. 11 years?
Yes.
That's a lot of time. Is that all you've done since as a professor, as a job?
Yes, that's all.
Since you left your schooling, you came straight into the profession of teaching?
Indeed.
Wow. What is it like? What did you choose teaching?
Well, I like to learn new things, and I have a knack for teaching people these things that I've learned.
What grade are you teaching?
Well, I started as a Spanish teacher.
Oh.
But now I teach kindergarten.
Can you say that in Spanish? I wouldn't know what you say anyway. So, okay, so you teach the kindergarten, the little one.
Yes.
Right. What is it like?
Teaching kindergarten?
Yes.
Okay. It can be challenging at times, seeing that they're just coming from preschool. Yes.
They're like little babies.
Indeed.
With their own forming their own personality. They can be a little bit
much.
Yeah, much.
Yes. But as soon as you get them settled down and they know the routines, they're a wonderful bunch.
Right. Would you prefer, if you were to choose, what age group you work with? Would you prefer?
You caught me off guard with that.
the bigger ones or the little ones?
Yes, I prefer the bigger ones.
Prefer the bigger ones. But since you've been teaching the little ones how long now?
This is my second year.
This is your second year.
Yes.
But you seem so big. We looked at you this morning and you seem to be. You seem to have them under control.
I love what I do. It doesn't matter the age group.
Right.
And I put my best foot forward.
Right. Now let's talk about what transpired last week. I mean, it's the second year that it has been taken to these levels and these heights, in terms, all in recognition of teacher appreciation. What is your thoughts on the drive? And then we're going to talk about how it is that you felt. I mean, what was I want to go into somebody gifts you got. I want to know all them, because I don't normally go all out like that. So
okay.
What is your impression on the drive first?
I think it's a wonderful initiative on the national level.
Why?
Because it reminds people that teachers are important too.
Yes.
and that we do a job of impacting our nation's children in a profound way. And every year I think that, well, as a matter of fact, I think Teachers Appreciation should be every day.
Yes.
But on the national level, I think that it really is a good initiative to remind the nation that we are essential human resource people.
Absolutely. Now, how it unfolded now, let's talk about that. How did you feel about when you saw, persons from the alma mater? Did you dress? No, you didn't have,
Unfortunately not. My uniform got wet in the rain.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I should have, but...
But how did you feel now? I mean, seeing all the corporate people answering that call, representing, sharing sentiments of how it is that the teachers have impacted them.
It was phenomenal. It was exciting. From the Tuesday when we stepped into the school, we had this up, and it was a rewarding experience.
Right.
I got many gifts, as usual. Yes, and you said you wanted to know what I got.
Yes.
I might have mentioned to my students that I love cheesecake, and you can imagine all the cheesecake that I got on Friday.
Oh my!
And I even got more gifts today.
Wow!
From those who were absent. So all in all, it was a remarkable and phenomenal experience.
Right.
And I really felt appreciated.
Yeah. What is in terms of teaching as a vocation now? We want to talk about that. More and more persons have been shying away from the profession because it seems to be getting a lot more difficult, a lot more challenging because, teachers, like you said, a lot of the time we stop short from showing or understanding or interpreting how important the role of teachers are to us and our society and our children. And many a times teachers find themselves in places where they're underpaid, one. We're not going to talk about that here now, but the underpaid is one. I mean, the environment is not conducive most of the time. Teachers have to really and truly battle with a lot of things that are not, we can't say that for Carmen Rennie because we've seen that there's been a lot of improvement in that regard in the recent times as well. So kudos to the principal and the persons involved in this one. But in terms of encouraging persons why it is necessary, despite of all of that, to still consider taking it up as a vocation.
Right. Let me say it like this. Imagine you being who you are right now. Somebody taught you to speak. Somebody taught you to speak well. Somebody taught you to read. Somebody taught you to write. The engineers, the police officers, even our dear Prime Minister. Somebody had to teach him political science and all of that. And so really and truly, without teachers, we are really nowhere because teachers teach people to be who they are right now, engineers and all of them.
Right.
So teachers are truly important.
Right. So teachers, you hear that? Keep the faith, hold the faith and keep it up because we want to commend you.
Thank you.
Do you see yourself moving out of the profession? No?
Not yet.
All right. So they're going to have a lot more of you in the coming future.
I hope so.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
On celebration of the observance, but also thank you on behalf of all of us who were taught by somebody like yourself to get to where we are today. Thank you very much. And to all the other teachers out there,
Happy Teachers Appreciation Day.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for all that you've put in and put out on our behalf. Thank you again. And now for our second feature. Last week we had the lovely Saint Timmy up here with us, and we profited the opportunity to discuss two different matters because she is the corporate communication personnel from the SRDF, and we understand, or we learned a little bit more about the scholarship program that is offered by the SRDF, and they have upped it a few notches. So let's find out. Okay, so recently we had that particular sit down, and I did mention the first time we had Lovely in our company that we were going to be extending the conversation because there was one other thing we wanted to talk about. Now that we have her up in Castries, all the way from Soufrière, we wanted to talk about the SRDF scholarship program, which this year you guys have decided to extend. And I think it was quite a really awesome and noble thing. So I wanted to find out some more about it because I think the scholarship has already been awarded.
Yes.
Let's talk about the award and let's talk about the SRDF and that award.
So it's certainly one of our flagship programs, our scholarship program. On an annual basis, we ensure that we allocate a substantial amount of funding towards that program. Of course, during the COVID period, the program had stopped, so we recommenced the program post-COVID.
This is the first recommencement, the first time?
The second.
Since after COVID?
Since
That's the
COVID,
second
this
one.
would be our second scholarship program.
All right.
So we have an education committee as part of our board of SRDF, very committed individuals who sat down and decided, let's take this another notch, let's take it the extra mile. We are providing the support to hundreds of families to be able to go to secondary school, Sir Arthur Lewis tertiary level. But let's, this time around, introduce a scholarship to university and let's do it in a big way.
Wow.
So they decided we're doing on-campus study outside of St. Lucia, a talented, deserving young person. Let's give them the opportunity to have an on-campus experience because we could have gone the route of an online degree. You study from St. Lucia, you do it online. But we felt that it was very important for a young person to have that experience of attending a university. So we said, let's make on-campus study possible. Let's cover the books. Let's cover the tuition. Let's cover the living costs.
Wow.
So you need meals, you need a place to stay.
So full coverage.
When we say full, we mean full scholarship.
Wow.
So we opened it up, we put the notices out there, let people know that this is on offer, apply for a chance to become SRDF's first university scholarship recipient. And we are so pleased that Miss Ayana Seal applied and eventually became the recipient of the scholarship. She is a true representation of academic excellence. She is a resident of Soufrière. She studied at Soufrière Comprehensive Secondary School. She pursued 17 subjects at the CSEC level. The majority of them were ones. Then she moved on to the A-level department at Vieux-Fort. There she pursued 6 A-level subjects and she's currently teaching. So we could not have asked for a better recipient of this scholarship, someone who we know will be focused with their studies, but who also has strong ties to the community and will return and will want to give back as a mentor and also as a professional to give back to the community. So we're very, very, very pleased.
Was that part of what you explained? Was that part of the criteria that you were looking for in order to choose that personnel?
Yes, we had a range of criteria. So you had to apply to a university, have acceptance, be a resident of Soufrière. It is the Soufrière Regional Development Foundation. So our mandate really speaks to the development of Soufrière and its human resource, its people. Bolstering that capacity is a very important element of that. But certainly we want to say that this is something that we will continue, so there will be more opportunities for young people to benefit from this scholarship. So we want to appeal to young people, get serious about your education, be motivated. I know sometimes we can take on a sort of fatalistic attitude because you figure, hey, my mom and dad or maybe my single parent is not going to be able to send me to university. Why should I be trying so hard when I'm not going to be able to go any further? And we're saying, no, we're here with you. We're partners in the community. We're partners in development, and we are going to pour into the young people of Soufrière. So you go to school and do what you have to do, and we'll run the race with you. We'll be right
I
there.
like this. So it's only one person got that opportunity.
Right.
Do you have plans future-wise to open up to more than one person, maybe, if it's possible?
Oh yes, certainly. We're exploring all options. We're even open to collaboration. Who knows? Maybe we might have gotten it started and it might mushroom into something much bigger. But we will also continue with our traditional support, which is to give over 100. I think this time we expanded to over 200 families. And we're not just talking cash disbursements in terms of monetary assistance, but we provide all of the school books.
Right.
I'm sure if you walk into a bookstore right now with a book list and you run up the bill, you're like, give me an open bill for this. It is quite costly.
It is.
To send children to school.
Right.
It is costly. Education is costly. So if you have this support from an organization that steps in to say, bring the book lists to us, and as part of our mandate, we are going to ensure that we support the educational aspirations of the young people by simply saying to you, on such and such date, come collect the books.
Right. I'm a little curious. That's quite a mandate you're undertaking as a development. But how are these things paid for? I'm just curious, out of my curiosity.
That's okay.
That's a lot. How does the SRDF raise funds? How does money get into the
coffers of
Yes,
the SRDF?
yes.
Well, over the years, we've ensured very prudent management of the national assets that we oversee.
Okay.
So, SUFRA Regional Development Foundation has operational oversight. We oversee two of St. Lucia's national treasures. That's
Okay.
Sulphur Springs Park and
okay.
the Gopitor Nature
See that? I
Trail.
didn't know that. I'm learning.
Yes, so we have staff at both sites and we oversee both sites.
Okay.
So that is where that's our major income generators.
Wow.
Sulphur Springs Park, Gopitor Nature Trail.
never
and
know
also
that I know
docking
that.
fees as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Lovely. Well, I would never complain again, because I used to complain when I go to the store. I have to pay that. And now I understand. I
No,
would
your
never
money
complain
is
again.
going back
I would not
into the
complain again.
community.
This was important for us to understand how this
Yes.
is transferring into
Yes,
life.
connect the
I like
dots.
this. I like
We're connecting
this.
the
Well,
dots.
congratulations to the young lady. What's her name again?
Ayana Seal, congratulations.
Right, and big up to the SRDF. You guys are doing major stuff. And how it is that we can continue to ensure that you continue that program. How can we as Lucians do that?
Be sure to visit the Sulphur Springs. Be sure to book your next hike up Gopitor. Not only will you be keeping physically fit, but as Maureen just said, that money goes right back into community development, arts, education, culture, infrastructure. Our mandate is very wide. We support so many things. When you come into our docking area and you have to pay those fees, don't run away, because
Yes,
it's
sir.
all coming back into the community.
Oh, there you go. Well said. Thank you again, lovely. And congratulations, young lady. You're going to do well. I know that.
Oh, yes.
Wonderful.
Hey, what's up, St. Lucia? It's your friendly neighborhood Bweelzfit man here again this morning with some explosive exercises for you. For all you lazy people like Jazz-born Monkey that don't look up to the gym and just stay home and drinking Simo's juice, we're going to expatiate your senses and make you work out on your chair, in your living room, on the bed, on the couch, on top of the house, on the step. We're just going to get it popping here with DBS and Bweelzfit Lifestyle. Follow me. Good morning. All right, today we're going to work out on our legs. The skinny flamingo legs we have, but remember the legs and the core is the strongest part of the body, so we're going to get it popping. So all you need is your step or your stool or something that's elevated, and we're going to get the job done. So first of all, we're going to just warm up a couple of seconds with some jumping jacks. If you can't do jumping jacks, I'm going to show you the two different forms of jumping jacks you can do. If you prolific like Jasbo, you can regular jumping jacks. All right? But if you have any specific injury, you can go from side to side. No judgment zone. All right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Right? So we're going to stretch our legs a little bit. So we're going to go side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next leg. Let's go. 1, 2. No, do not kick your wife. 3, 4. You have 2 violent solutions. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Right. So we're going to start with some wide squats. So you're going to position yourself slightly forward from whatever you're going to sit on. And you're going to sit, ensure that your knees don't pass your toes. All right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Again, I do not want you leaning forward. I want your chest out, core in, slightly bent a little ahead. We're going down. So we're going to do 2 sets. We're going to go again. So realize I'm not bringing my back down first. I'm letting my legs, my knees, bending my knees to bring down my entire body. All right, let's go, St. Lucia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Now, if you want properly, you're going to feel a little burn, so that means the legs are working. And St. Lucia, sexy legs, we're getting it done. So, the next exercise, still timing. We're going to put our feet as close as possible together. We're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew! He said, look at me. That's age. That's what age doing to you, you know. Just feeling the burn, but still have to keep the exercise going. All right, exercise. Second set. Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. And it is not no big exercise. Remember, it's 6 minutes of explosive exercises done at your home before you go to work. And the last but not least exercise, regular, a little wider than your body width. Okay? So what we're going to do now, we're going to sit and come up and go on our calves. On our toes and stretch out the calves. All right, let's go. 1, 2, chest out, core in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Shake it out. All right, and we have one more set again to do. Let's go, St. Lucia, in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel the squeeze. 6. Let's go, St. Lucia. Almost done. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Easy 6-minute explosive exercises done at your home. No excuses. Stop crying. Monkey, put on that bottle of alcohol. It's too early. We live in a fit and focused lifestyle where, via DBS, Bweelz letting you know we're getting fit and ripped even whilst trying. Good morning.
And that is our show for this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to you being back here again in our company tomorrow morning on the DBS This Morning Show.